Hello, welcome to my channel, Goddess of Healing, and today we are going to talk about the water element. But before we start, please subscribe and like my channel, and if you want more updates or any more interesting information, you can even check out my website www.miraom.com. Okay, so now let's go back to the water element. In my previous videos, I have talked about the space, air and fire element. So as I said, first element to be produced was space. When it became a little denser, it became air, which became fire. And when fire becomes denser and cooler, it becomes the water element. So what is the force, the material and the intelligence that is contained in the water element? Now the water element is soft, cool, moist and cloudy and moisturizing. So these are the qualities it brings wherever it goes. Well, you know, we can sit in a swimming pool and play in it, but we cannot sit in like a fire, you know. Water is comfortable and supportive. And each of the sensory organs is connected to one of the elements. The eyes is connected to fire and the ears is connected to space. So for water, it is the taste buds. It is through the taste that the water element is expressed. And the most important thing for water element is actually nourishment and support of life. So when you take in food, it is digested through the salivary glands. I mean, you need the moisture and there is mucus throughout the GI tract. So the water element is very important for absorbing and carrying the nutrition. Even the blood and plasma is a wet element. Those are the carriers of nourishment. So that is the most important criteria for water element is it's nourishing, it is supportive, it is life-giving. All the elements are life-giving, but this is life-giving in the sense that you are comfortable with it and you can stay in it. And this is expressed, this water element and the earth element combined to make the kapha dosha, which we were going to talk about in another video, not in this one. But to take care of the water element, the biggest SubDosha within the body is the klideka kapha dosha, SubDosha, which is again in the stomach. So it is nourished by moisture and oil. So too much oil and too much moisture will make the fire dim, which will make the digestive system sluggish. And then there will be an overflow of water in your body. And this is expressed, the water element's dysfunctional element is expressed as too much mucus, as swelling, and as fat in the fat body. And if there is not enough water element, then you are dry and dehydrated and everything is very dry and there is friction, like, you know, like joint pain or constipation is shows that you don't have enough moisture element. But if you're too fat and you have too much congestion in your chest and you have swelling in your feet, that means you have too much water element. So you have to reduce the water element. So what is the taste associated with the water element? It is the sweet taste. So sweet is nourishing. So things like rice, oil, milk, this is the sweet taste in nature. For example, dandelion is bitter and contains the space element, and rice is the sweet element. And you can see that most of these things are nourishing. Like babies, they grow up on milk. That's the first thing they take, you know. And oil, whenever you're dry, drinking water and putting on oil will moisturize you. And what about in the temperament? The water element is the most nourishing, loving, and compassionate qualities it brings to your temperament. So a mother is the nature and mother, which we say mother nature, or these are the archetype of the water element. They are nourishing and almost selflessly. But if it is too much, or the water element becomes dysfunctional in your temperament, then you become very attached and clingy, because water has the cohesive element. It keeps things together, it keeps relationships together, it keeps the body together, and you need the water element, without which, it would be a very rough world. But too much, it becomes sticky and it becomes clingy, and you don't want that. And the best thing about the water element is that it is most comfortable and pain relieving. So the space element brings in dissolution or reduction. If there is a cluttered room and you want to clear it out, or there's clutter in your chest with mucus clutter, then you have to make it less dense, right? So that is the space element, and the space element has the power to reduce. Now the air element is rough. Have you ever stood in a very sharp wind when you can feel it hurting your face? That is because the air element is rough, and fire, as we know, is hot and can burn you. But the water element is soft and cooling. So it is healing, and it is protective, and it can support you against inflammation and hurt, any kind of hurt. You have trauma, you have anxiety, you have anger. You need the water element to calm down, to cool down, to support you. Any kind of supportive system, family members or the society or community, loving kindness, these are all the water elements. And without the water element, life cannot flourish. The whole universe has lots of air, space, and fire element, but water is very exclusive. It is only on the earth so far that we know of. So always cherish the water element, and keep updated and follow my channel. Thank you.